I don't have that answer, and I usually have every answer.
Disrespect. Your arms might be too short to box with the God who live his life without the pressures of a constant facade. I pray for peace, but if a nigga sees these positive vibes, a Falcon 9 inside my pocket, bitch, this rocket gon' fly. Now it's popping outside like the top of July. My text flooded with the hunger for a toxic reply. I'm hesitant, I love my brother, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm powered up for real, that shit would feel like swatting a fly. 4 albums in 12 years, nigga, I can divide. Shit, if this is what you want, I'm indulging in violence. Put pictures in my home, ain't no chrome at your eyelids. Fly pebbles at your dome, we the Stone Temple pilots. This is merely a warning shot to back niggas down. Back in the town where they whipping, working, traffic and pounds. My jack jumping bout a rapper, making blasphemous sounds. Switching sides like the tassel on the cap and the gown. I'm fully loaded, nigga, I can drop two classics
we in the
right
building,
now.
let's go.
Let me chill out.
Yeah, Carolina shit, let's go.
Fall off on the way, nigga.
Yeah.
I don't have that answer, and I usually have every
Man, we
answer.
are back in the building. We back in the building. We back in the building.
Disrespect.
Woo! Disrespect episode. This is for the MCs yet again. We in the building, man. I'm glad to be with y'all, man. Yet again for the Meet the Innovators radio episode. You know, yet again we in the building.
I don't have that answer, and I usually have every answer.
And we have a very special episode with you guys. And you know, I want to get to it. You know, we've been waiting some time to get to it, but we taking our time with it because what we're experiencing, right now is a civil war of civil war sorts. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's gunshots. You feel me? It's people, it's babies crying. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, why did it have to happen to my baby? You know what I'm saying? It's happening right now, and I want to say that I'm happy that it's in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy that we have gotten to this point, that there's no friends, that we having the time of our lives. You know what I mean? Right here at Ohio Media School. You know what I'm saying? And we right here in Columbus, and you know, we talking about a whole lot of Carolina shit, and we're talking about elite level MCing, y'all. Elite level MCing.
I don't have that answer, and I usually have every answer.
This is your show to uplift black creatives, to uplift the culture, to uplift, to educate, to inform, to inspire. You feel me? Meet the Innovators Radio. I'm your guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting to so much has happened, man, since last time I talked to you. You feel what I'm saying? I'm your guy, SHEM-E, Namaste, the Namaste one, the auto, the chosen one, never frozen one. I'm ready for the moment. I'm here to connect you with inspiring artists, thought-provoking discussions, and actionable tips to help you thrive on your creative journey. And we are here for a wonderful time. And you know, my texts are going crazy. You know what I mean? I'm here with my nephew, Luna Beats. Give it up for Luna Beats, y'all.
I don't have that answer, and I usually have every answer.
We trying to find the applause.
Still not up on the almond.
Oh, no, Ross.
Rose still frightened.
No, get the almond milk.
I just got up on 2% milk a couple years ago.
No, get the almond.
Yeah, but I'm giving you new information now. You know what I'm saying? Luna Beats is definitely in the building. And, you know, I had to bring elite level with me for today's, you know, episode because it's going to be elite level discussion as well. Last week, you know, we sat down with Respect and Salute. And it was just a wonderful time. And shout out to my boy, Doc Deezy. Shout out to that project that's heating up the spot. The 7th day. Give it up for the 7th day, guys. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's cold. You know what I'm saying? That's Carolina shit. You know what I'm saying? Facts. You know what I mean? Off top, like that's that Carolina shit. That's cold. COLD. You dig? And now we're talking COLE because it's cold world. It's Carolina. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we have had a beautiful time just tapping in. You know, with so many different people in the culture, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, honestly, you know, we're having a fine time in hip hop. You know, you got to give it up for hip hop. You got to give it up for those individuals who put their artistry out on the line for us to consume and for us to, you know, take part in, so we can break down different segments. You know what I mean? We started off the show, you know, with some Cold World right now. It's going crazy right now. Might delete later. This is not an alarm. This is the real thing. These are shots being fired. You know what I'm saying? These are satisfying gun sounds. Satisfying gun sounds. And, you know, I'm a fan of all the artists. I'm going to say that off top. I'm going to say I'm a fan of all of the artists that are involved, and I think they provide them, you know, providing us some great entertainment. You know what I'm saying? But we have to really, we have to be sure that we playing, you know, fair. Because Cole just unleashed a whole project, not just one song, okay? Not just one verse, multiple shots, multiple guns, multiple magazines. Multiple magazines were unleashed. Okay, I'm giving you just all types of gun sounds because it's just like he came from different points of views, different types of beats. You know what I mean? And listen, we've been going hard with the like that. The like that's been crazy. It's gonna still be heat dropped in the spot. But Cold World, no blanket. Yikes.
Disrespect. Your arms might be too short to box with the God who live his life without the pressures of a constant facade. I pray for peace, but if a nigga sees these positive vibes, a Falcon 9 inside my pocket, bitch, this rocket gon' fly. Now it's popping outside like the top of July. My text flooded with the hunger for a toxic reply.
Yikes. Yikes. All kind of machinery being dumped. Dumped on y'all. What's going on? What's going on, right? So, you know, elite level MCs. Last week we had an elite level MC. Today we have an elite level MC. We have individuals here that, you know, right here on Meet the Innovators Radio that I want to say that we talk to the best of the best. We got some more surprises on the way with that 7th Day project, and I just want you guys just to stay tapped in. You know what I'm saying? Stay tapped in.
The moon. I ain't had no good life. All I done was work, and the men ain't do nothing but for talk. My grandmother. Let me tell you a story about a being named boy or girl without their choosing in a country where gold used to be people. Now people are machinery, grinding hard until death. The unsheltered is only an occasion. There are isolated incidents every day. Let me tell you how the people get shot and die. How my country does no ritual. Let me tell you a story about a being who wanted to be more than a history carved out for them, more than the inclusion slice of cake, more than a thing melting in a pot, more than remembered at any vigil or in anyone's poem. Let me tell you a story about how belief is everything, how conditioned we are to believe we are fixing everything ourselves in this lifetime. Right here in my country, right now with funding and line items and salaries and hope. Oh, how we gather to tell your story, your pain and pass the basket, the envelope, and how it is all written off. My friend, let me tell you, you are really rich. My country has nothing to offer you. The gold is lead coating faucets and building monuments to grinders in death. You might be from someplace far worse than my country made it become, but let me tell you the bars that cage are real ones and they have always been. Do not believe the story that destroys you. Do not work for the story that maims you from inside out. Let me tell you what I see when I look into your eyes. An energy grid, lighting the only dream you need. Let me tell you a story.
Yes, sir. Let me tell you a story. I'm gonna tell you, we in the building right now. We're in the building. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Okay. Give a round of applause. Okay. We are in the building. This is Meet the Innovators Radio. Let me tell you, Sape, it's going crazy out here. It's raining cats and dogs. Okay. Cole just dropped the bomb on all of us.
That was a bomb. He dropped a bomb.
He dropped nukes, bombs. And we were just, before we got you online here, we were just talking about elite level MCs. And I said, you know, today is a day for elite level MCing. And we are in the building with Sapient Soul, Marlanda Dekine. Make some noise for you guys. Wherever you at, make some noise. I need to...
Recording in progress.
Yes, it definitely recording is in progress. You know what I'm saying? Tell people where you're from, Sape. Tell people where you're calling from. Yeah, Plantersville. Where's that? Where's Plantersville?
Plantersville is in South Carolina.
Okay, period. Okay, South Carolina. So we're calling all the way from Columbus, Ohio. And, you know, it's on the other side of the country, but we feel like we in the same room. Shout out to the Zoom. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to try to prop my phone up real quick, if you don't mind. You know what I'm saying? Let's get comfortable, you know, you and I. And, you know, this is a meeting of the minds. And, you know, you have so much to offer our culture. And, you know, for people hearing your voice for the first time, to Meet the Innovators Radio audience, give us a background of where you're from and the things that you're involved with, as in a first 30-second. Like if someone were to do a Google, I know there's marlandadekine.com, and I know you very specifically. You feel what I'm saying? Because you my peoples. But tell people, you know, tell us about Plantersville, the people of Plantersville, where you come from, where you graduated from college, and all of those rigmaroles.
Okay. So I'm Marlanda Dekine. Plantersville, South Carolina is a very, I can't say that it's just Black folk live here, but it's definitely rooted in Blackness. It's a space or a place built by Black hands. And when I say that, my folk were sharecroppers. And as far as I understand, there's a legacy where they were enslaved by white folks here at some point. I don't know exactly the time frames for that, but there's some rootedness in what our kind of United States legacy is, because I am living on the Gullah Geechee Heritage Corridor. That's where I'm from.
For sure.
And Plantersville is right there in that corridor.
Now, Plantersville, so you have, a lot of people know Columbia, South Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina, right? And, you know, Plantersville, if you were to go east of Columbia, correct? East and kind of north, right? Near the...
I didn't come prepared. I don't know the geography, but I do know that if you're on Highway 17 between Myrtle Beach and Charleston in South Carolina,
right,
you're going to run into Georgetown, which is the county where Plantersville is located.
Exactly, right. And you guys are close to the coast, closer to the coast.
That's right.
So you guys have had a relationship with the water. You guys have seen Hurricane Hugo come through. You were part of those stories. So native really to the state and native to North America is, to my understanding, of the people of the Gullah Geechee individuals from that area, because you're native of the kind of the eastern area of eastern North Carolina, all the way down to some parts of Florida and Georgia, those ports.
Yeah.
So your art has always been informed by this particular culture. That's because this is where you come from, correct?
You know, I don't know, Shem. So like, I would say early on, it wasn't something that I thought about.
Yeah.
But it was probably there.
Mm-hmm.
And then more recently, it's been much more intentional.
So recently, much more intentional. Where did that change happen? Okay, so let's get into that, right? Let's get into that change.
Okay. I moved back to Plantersville after being away. I left for college and stayed away for about 15 years. So I came back in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And what's that been, 5 years ago now?
5 years ago.
Yeah, so I moved back in 2019. And during that time, I was recognizing like, this is the land that not only your grandma and granddaddy touched, but it's the land that like their parents touched.
Right.
And their parents touched.
Right.
And we have that history in my family. And I just didn't know that was, I don't know how to describe something that your body knows and your soul knows, but that you don't know.
That's a deeper knowing. That's an inner knowing, an inner knowing. Yeah.
And I wasn't present to it in my thinking body. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so when I guess, will you ask me the question again? I'm sorry, I got there's a butterfly outside.
No, that's good. You know how we chop game. It's just like that change of you knowing, you're being aware, because you've done different mediums of art, right? Some individuals they've come to your understanding or the awareness of sapient soul through the medium of spoken word, and that spoken word is being transformational in their life because the stories that you tell in that spoken word. I was with you when you came to Spartanburg at the Wofford campus. Well, no, Converse campus, and you're reading poems there. It was a part of your MFA, I believe, group that you were a part of. And I'm sitting in the back, not as scholastically trained as some of the artists in that room, but I'm feeling moved by hearing the stories of, the ancestors of your grandmother and, and your mother, the things that you were speaking there. And now you're doing other collective works that speak of, your family and from here, you know what I mean? And your journey of poetry, like, from me knowing you for many years now, has gone from, maybe a social activist particular call to action, speak truth to power, now to maybe even more intimate work. So something changed, right? That you may not have been as conscious about, but has guided you to more information about, really more about yourself, sounds like it to me. And I could be wrong.
Yeah. No, you're spot on. I think I entered art through Christian hip hop and hip hop from when I was a kid.
Okay.
And being the kid writing raps and my cousin making beats.
Yeah.
And sampling music. And I think somehow that 10-year-old translates into the 37-year-old who now is having fun with trying to sample images through collage.
Mm-hmm.
And somewhere in there, I was a slam poet, I was a spoken word poet, and in each iteration, I was encouraged and cultivated by different groups of people.
Let's get there. Let's. We don't have to rush, baby doll. Like, listen.
I'm good.
Let's talk about those people. Who were those people that? Because I believe that's where the changing happens. It's like who comes to Marlanda Dekine, sapient soul, that for us that experience you really. We honor, your leadership and creativity. We honor the authenticity and the genuine nature of the things that you've created over time, places that you spoke, real rooms of leaders listening to the things that you have said, and who interrupts that walking path and says, sapient, how about you look at this, and you consider it and say, maybe I should listen. You know, who is that? Like, who are those people?
So I gotta start with my family, and that's not on some like giving thanks to my family. I don't mean it like that.
Yeah.
But in the sense of they named me Marlanda, and they don't know who Sapient Soul is.
Right.
So they check Marlanda, which checks Sapient Soul.
Okay.
And so, when it comes to the fact that I left like the working world to pursue art.
Right.
And so
that's important for us to talk about.
Like those kind of movements, I'm constantly like nudged by my parents, my sisters, my brother, my grandparents.
Yes.
So I start there. I think that, I was a very, very spiritual Christian when I first got into poetry. And so at that point, for me, and God is still very important to me, but the person of Jesus was something that was very important as well. And what did it mean to move forward in the world Christ-like? Still very important to me. I admire Jesus. I just look at the stories differently.
Yeah.
And so when I think about that, it connects me to what it was to be a spoken word poet in the Christian sector. And I was in Greenville, South Carolina at Furman University, and I met December Rose. I met Moody Black. I met Johnny C. Weaver. I met Black Socrates. And these people challenged my pen.
Okay.
Because I would go to the poetry slam as a college student, and I was winning on campus. But then I would go to like these other events, and it's like, oh man, Black Socrates is in high school and just beat me. What's that about? Like I gotta do something different. I gotta do something different to get these coins because money was on the table.
Yeah.
And so I would attend workshops, often held by Whitson Poetry in Greenville, South Carolina. I would write poems for churches and things like that, aside from going to school full time.
Yeah.
And so we fast forward, and there's a space of where you met me, which is like more in the community.
Right.
Where we're doing community work, having these kind of talkbacks, but the talkbacks are informing my poems. They're making me think more about social issues in a way that I hadn't thought about them before.
Right.
And making me think about what it is to be Black.
Yes.
What is anti-Blackness?
Yes.
What is whiteness?
Yes.
What is white supremacy? And not just like the Confederate flag, but like you actually see a Black boy and he's 8 years old, but you think he's going to kill you.
Exactly.
Like, what is that?
Let's unpack that.
yeah. Like, let's dig into that a little bit.
Yeah, right.
And at
let's
that
dig
point,
around.
I'm right. And so it's like, at that point, you pair that with my training in social work.
Right.
I graduated from University of South Carolina in social work, and I'm a licensed social worker still to this day.
Right.
It helps me. That background helps me to think about things critically.
Yes.
And to think about things in layers, and to think about not only my life, but what does it mean to be a citizen in the world. And I say world intentionally. Like, I'm from Plantersville, South Carolina.
Right.
But we all know Black people didn't just start in the United States of America.
Exactly. Right.
So when I'm thinking about, like, just it's circles, it's circles. And so, like, other people I would name would be, yourself, Scott Neely.
Oh, that's a blessing. Thank you.
Dr. Dominique Chukwu.
Yeah.
Or Dr. Dominique Verdreen.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
Davelin Hill. These are all
Tracy.
folks.
Yeah,
Tracy Barr. Like, these are all folks that challenged my thinking in the world in a way that made my art different. So by the time I decided to take the leap to go into studying poetry as an art form, as a fine art, That's the MFA program.
Yeah.
At that point, it was me learning to stand in my own power.
Yeah.
And maybe not listening to other folks so much.
Right.
Because I had to do that at a time, you know, it required a lot for me to just jump and go to Paris.
Yeah.
As a part of that, it was like,
yeah,
I'm going to ask the community for support.
Mm-hmm.
I have to leave the relationship I'm in,
Mm-hmm.
My romantic relationship, and I need to think without thinking. Like, I need to just jump. And so at that point, it was about me. And it was about what I want to do in this world, quite selfishly.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, it was poetry. And I want to know more about it and why it moves me so and why I've been a part of it since I was a kid.
Right.
What in that little child writing in the room is wanting to express itself now?
Right.
And how can this program help me do that?
Right. On your website, you know, the intro, you know, it reads, celebrated in the Gramophone for intimate and epic perspectives on American identity in Ars Poetica. Marlanda Dekine is the author of the poetry collection Thresh Hold, which is, you know, one of my favorite works. Like that, and you know, I am from a punch and the kiss. Like, whew. Noted as stirring debut by the New York Times. So listen, guys, we are in the building with someone that is very critically acclaimed, you know, and, you know, for me, knowing you personally, the way you carry yourself is very much connective based. Like you're always putting yourself in position to connect and to understand. And, you know, I believe those individuals are the individuals who have to tell the stories of the people. And, you know, you're one of the best creative storytellers that I've ever known. That's why I don't really put you in a box of like a spoken word artist or maybe even a pure anthologist as the work that you're doing now, or even like what you're speaking of in Ars Poetica, those, you know, those intermezzos, like those things are just like ways that you show up in the world, you know, and, you know, you can show up, you know, that Gemini energy can be so transformative when it's kind of reclaimed. And, you know, we kind of always go back and forth as the Aquemini's of you know, of, I get this whole thing. And, you know, there's so many times where I've seen you move with courage, and as a black woman still, I don't know if that's how you truly identify, but sometimes that's what the world sometimes will relegate you to, in seeing you still show up and say, I am so much more. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's through a creative process. Where does that courage come from? That strength, that ability to be authentic regardless. Where does that come from?
Well, thank you. First off, that's a major compliment or something to say. I wish I could say it comes from within, but I don't think that's healthy for us to think like that. For me, it's very black and feminist to be thinking about the fact that if there wasn't someone like Audre Lorde and I read Sister Outsider, that was handed to me by a white man, which we could talk about that. Yeah. But like the way that book kind of like buried itself into my heart and made me feel seen and loved and held in a way that I felt like I had something to say. And not only did I have something to say, but I needed to be very clear and stand in myself when I'm saying it. A lot of the individuals who speak to me through books are kind of who like nudge me. You know, Alice Walker with just thinking about womanism
Yeah.
And labeling it in this very tiny definition of what it is.
Yeah.
But like, it's so powerful to like, you know, and loves other women. It's like, oh, I can do that.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Like these little things. It's like, I've been hiding that since I was a kid, but Alice Walker put it right here. And I feel like I can live into that.
Yeah.
So these kind of models that,
I like
that help along the way.
Yeah.
And I think we meet people who ask us to step into who they see that we don't know is there yet. So when I moved home, I met Sarah McKee-Badege, whose family has a very strong legacy in arts and storytelling. And that was a transformative relationship for me that called me into thinking about who I was in the world in a deeper way.
Right.
I also think about what it is to know, well, there's someone else that crossed my mind, but especially thinking about coming home, Zenobia Harper, Gullah Geechee woman here in Georgetown, who is a doll maker and a gardener, who spent a good bit of time with me just checking in and leaving vegetables on my porch. You know, like very mundane things, but it's like very powerful at the same time.
Right, very much so.
Yeah. And who also like linked me up with housing so that I could be somewhere that was affordable for me at the time as an artist.
Yeah.
You know, and I think about some of the places that I've had the opportunity to be in residence with, like through fellowship or residency, like Castle of Our Skins, bringing me in for a year.
Yeah, for sure.
And basically funding whatever creative project came to my mind, which opens up something in the body, right?
Yeah.
When you can dream something up and have the funding to back it.
Let's talk about the Castle and Skins. Like, let's talk about how you get notification. How does that come into your awareness of Sapient Soul? Did they find you? Did you like how? Let's break that down.
Oh yeah, so like I research the world for residencies and fellowships all the time. That's just a part of me living as an artist, trying to figure out who will fund this thing that I want to make.
Yes.
Or on the other side of it, it's not even like, it's because we live in a capitalist society, right? Like if I didn't have to think about how I was going to eat and how I was going to pay rent, I probably wouldn't be thinking about who's going to fund what I want to create.
That's a
but
fact.
For me, I'm like, okay, I need to eat and do such and such come these dates.
Right.
Who's open that's willing to provide funding for what it is that I see that is to be made?
Right.
And so I start following people on Instagram, social media. I sign up for their email list. I think creatively, right? So like I let myself dream up, like what would the like most amazing idea I can come up with look like?
Right.
And then I try to use that to submit in my application, and hopefully they say yes. And that's how Castle of Our Skins happened. I followed them, I think it was 2 years before I even applied. And before that was Alternate Roots, funding some of my creative work here in Plantersville, before Thresh Hold was a book. And they don't fund book projects. So I didn't know it would be a book.
Wow.
I was literally doing a performance project. They funded that. Then the pandemic happened. And then they said, you know what? Whatever y'all made this year, just the pandemic happened. We just glad artists made something. We're going to send you these checks.
We do a thing on here, man. Well, we do a thing because you cooking so crazy right now. You're cooking so crazy. If these artists, we're gonna slow down just to talk to our audience. If you guys are not paying attention to anything you just heard in the last 2 minutes, especially because I know there's a group of you guys that are trying to find ways where your craft can make room for your life, where you're trying to figure out how to make it work, where you have family that is telling you to get a job and you are losing faith and courage. These moments here, and this is why this particular artist is here. Give it up for Sapient Soul, God. We got to give it up. Yes, sir. This is what we do on the show, man. We give the gratitude. We show the love for our innovators, for our creatives. It's a standing O. It's a standing O. She's not done yet. I just had to slow her down so you guys can pay attention. Pay attention to what's going on now. These moments are what makes the show. So, you know, it's a real form following function type of thing that I hear, where you didn't start writing poetry when you saw that it was an opportunity to write it. You've been writing it, and you said, listen, I'm going to do the work of advocacy because that was ingrained in you from, it seems like, the Christian roots that you come from, living a life like Christ, right? Being inspired by the story of Christ and saying, listen, I'll go into the world and find ways to connect and do good. Using your art, it builds this amazing organization connecting with so many different spectrums and diverse groups of palettes. Still doing your art, right? Moving forward, get an opportunity to travel across the pond, study art, right? Like transformational stuff, and meeting people along the way. And here's Castle and Skin saying, here, we can help you further, you know, your life. Wow. Yes. So continue. How is this feeling? Like, what's it like, you know, doing these particular feats and still having to come to a family that is used to maybe a more modest way of living, you know, because I assume Plantersville being a more, you know, simple way, humble way of living off the land, enjoying sun, you know, nothing super crazy, no skyscrapers, but you're doing these major feats of work. How is that? Like, what is that like?
So I would say, Sean, I'm an artist that's artisting, you know, like I would say it that way. And then when I think about the folk that live here, they're people who are deeply caring. There's not much living off the land anymore, but there's more so like, you know, they get up and they go to work and they retire, mm-hmm. and then they spend time with their grandkids. It's a very, you know, it's working class life. And yes, it's like, yes. How am I going to make it through my life so that I can relax? Yeah. Quite honestly, so that I can sit down and let the body heal. Facts. But I think we have to talk about like the power of collaborating, you know? Okay. Like, let's get there. What it is to meet people and being open to meeting people. So like I went to a meditation retreat some years back. I think it was 2018. Mm-hmm. And that was a year after Iron from a Punch and a Kiss and a year before the MFA program. Mm-hmm. And I meet this composer at the meditation retreat where I'm not trying to meditate. Like I'm angry at the world. I'm in a very
What year is this?
Precarious place in my life. It's 2018, I think.
Yeah.
Yep. And
right before the pandemic, all of that. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot going on in the world. It might actually be. Was it 2016? It's one of those, 2016 or 2018, but it was a lot going on.
Yeah.
And I meet this composer, and I give him Iron from a Punch and a Kiss. He tells me about his work and that he's, you know, on tenure and on research leave for the semester. So they're just, him and his family are there to relax, essentially. It's during Trump's time. Yeah. And they wanted to get away from DC where they were spending most of their time. And while we're there, his 4-year-old son says, come eat with me. Come eat with us. And I'm like, I don't want to I don't want to do that. I don't want to talk to people. I'm here to just be quiet. Yeah. I'm done with people. And I go, I sit, and it was a very magical time. Here we are, 2022, I'm collaborating with that composer on Ars Poetica, which has now been performed 6 times across the eastern side of the nation.
Let's give it up for that. Let's give it up for that. Yeah, let's give it up. Yeah.
And that's all from a 4-year-old being like, come have a meal. So what is it to collaborate without the kind of like I told you before, I want to be that artist that people go like, we don't know where she is, but we know she's going to make something at some point, or like, we don't know what this is that she made,
right,
but I'm going to check it out in about 3 months and see if I like it or not again.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of want to be, I'm not trying to be like the greatest of all time at any of this. Like, I've let that go.
Yeah.
There was a point in my life where that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah, and you hit it. You hit it. No, listen, you hit the goat. Listen, you have a right once you have made it there, Sape. You have a right then. Once you've gotten to the top of the top, you look around and you're like, all right, cool. Y'all can have next. Yes, sure. Now you can leave it to the rest of us to you know, but we cannot debate that you didn't make it the GOAT status, okay? We giving it up for GOAT status, y'all. We giving it up for GOAT status. Yes, sir. You're listening to this. I told you this episode is about elite level MCs. Elite level MCs. That means individuals that are craftsmen, swordsmen of this penmanship, okay? And I'm telling you, say, like, when I hear you speak, you know, it's like a stop everything you're doing. There's a boom, like it's like a sonic boom, and then there's this like softening that happens where it's like, okay, now that I have your attention, let me shock you to life. You know what I'm saying? Of like, this is what's going down in this sector of life. You know what I mean? And these are the tears and the screams and the pain that you may experience. But let me shock you to this emotion that you need to experience. And it's like, you know, I've been listening to Future for like the past 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Because like that has been like ringing off in my ear. You know what I'm saying? K-Dot coming like, man, mother the big three. It's only big me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that. I love that. And then to hear how Cole's coming back, you know, like, and if we're really paying attention, you know, on the fall off, like the joint that he dropped, Might Delete Later, that video of that came out before Like That. So Cole has really been swinging for the fences. And so, you know, we're really talking about individuals who care about when they approach this thing we call microphone. And I've seen you perform in different mediums, and I'm captivated every time. And the things that you've expressed, even in this particular episode, you know, I'm hoping artists rewind it back. That's why we have this podcast feature. That's why it's so super dope. Shout out to Substack. Thank you guys for the opportunity to broadcast and stream within our particular means. And you know, I see that you know you got your band camp that's going crazy right now. That's where you can hear I am from a punch and a kiss, right? That's where you can hear Thresh Hold, right? You can right. Pledge your amount, right? Where's what's that address again?
sapientsoul.bandcamp.com.
Okay, Sapient Soul. Do not miss the opportunity for your souls to be blessed, guys. Is there anything else you want us to plug? Anything you want us to leave us with? We're gonna give you just space to, you know, pontificate. You know, you just tapped in with the innovator Sapient. We'll welcome you right here to Ohio Media School, all the way in Columbus, Ohio. You got the floor.
So, I don't know if you knew Crocker, but Crocker was a hip-hop head and rapper out of Spartanburg, South Carolina, that I know you had to have heard about. We have this unreleased track that I'm going to send your way, but I want to say to you that
exclusives.
You really like hone in on what it is to be an artist of grit, and what it is to be an artist that is making it from nothing. Yes, and what it is to have goals and to chase those goals while still remaining with feet on the ground.
Yeah.
And so there's a way that you bring an attention to us in such a loving way, and like you hold the artist in like the palm of your hand, and you're like, I just want you to know you're great. Yes. And I want you to know that you are great. So I want to leave with that, because the way you dig into the crates and the way you love us is unparalleled. And during a time where there can be much division and much competition, which, competition ain't bad, but not. Sometimes it can send us into spirals.
It can.
You kind of grab us and say, no, do your thing, do your thing, do your thing, do your thing, do your thing. You good? Do your thing, do your thing, do your thing. And we need that. And so I appreciate you talking to me. Y'all can find me at marlandadekine.com. I have some projects coming out soon. Something that you can tap into right now is mouth sounds, which is like a meditative, not daily, but almost daily thing where you can hear me read a poem or talk about some art I like or something like that.
Mouth. We gonna listen. Say, this is one episode of many that you coming on the show and you talking you understand?
I feel you.
This is not no one-off. This is a show. You are welcome here anytime. When you say, Shem, I gotta talk to the people. Let me just come on. All right, come on. This is your platform. This is the platform for creatives. It's not my platform. I'm just a facilitator. You know how I knew that term, facilitator? It's you. You taught me that term, facilitator. I didn't know I was a facilitator. I'm happy that I'm a facilitator. And that's all I've been doing my whole life is genuinely facilitating. That was the perfect term. Like, I've created some things, but I've genuinely just facilitated people to do what they do best. And I've just been fortunate to just know so much and so many dope, talented individuals like yourself, and it's really enriched my journey. Without you guys, my walk of life will be very dull, and I can say that, so I for how artists changed my life, how art changed my life, I want the youth, like my nephew here, I want them to be able to experience when things get real doomy and gray, that there's art there. You know what I mean? It's in that space of angst, there's art in the mix, and it'll take you further than you doing the worst things. And so, I told him, I said, listen, we're going to talk. We're about to talk to my big dog now. You feel what I'm saying? You're about to talk to the person that put me on this path of taking my gifts really seriously. You know what I mean? Like, this is a person that met me in corporate America, met me going down one path, and really helped me alter my whole timeline of like, you have gifts that you just been taking as a hobby, but they should be something that you should invest in, and because they will invest back into you. So, I'm glad he's here. It's Luna Beats. You know what I'm saying? Y'all check him out on TikTok and whatnot. Yeah, for sure. And I can't wait till we all link up and whatnot over, some nice libations. You did? Give it up for the libations. Yeah. We like libations. You know what I'm saying? We just love, pouring up and connecting with our people and spreading the message of innovation, creativity, and love. So, you sent me a mouth sounds today that I was just like, whoa, do you want me to share this? You're like, no, this is for you. And it was an expression of love, like even in what I was listening to. So, I'm going to put that joint on the actual blog for Meet the Innovators Radio, the podcast, so our subscribers can take a part of that as well, and you guys enjoy that the way I enjoyed it as well. So shout out to Sapient Soul for that, man. I thank you for joining the episode. Like I said, we're going to bring you back, anytime you got something to promote, anytime you just want to talk, anytime you hear about something that happened, you're like, listen, let's take it to the podcast. Let's do it, Sape. You know what I'm saying? I've always enjoyed our conversations. whether, you know, on a broadcast, on just a speakerphone while I'm rolling up in the basement. Both of them are enriching to my soul and my spirit. So thank you so much.
Very welcome.
And, you know, like I said, tap in with Sapient Soul, sapientsoul.bandcamp.com. And that is also Marlanda Dekine, DEKINE.com. And there's so many goodies, and you're going to go down your own rabbit trail of creativity. And I'm telling you, rappers, I'm telling you, you heard what she said. She said she let y'all have that GOAT conversation now. But I'm telling you, your favorite MC, this is their favorite MC. I'm telling you. You feel me? You guys that always like the stuff that I like to put out and things like that. You know who I got my watch on? This one right here that we're talking to today. That's who keeps me inspired. That's how I know if I'm on point and if I'm not. You feel me? So tap in. I'm telling you, tap in. Some of y'all already know. I'm talking to y'all. You know Chemo. You heard y'all know. Y'all know what this family right here. You feel me? We just having a family discussion. You already know. So y'all go to her socials, blow those things up, show her some love, tell them that you listened to the episode and you enjoyed it, and we're gonna bring her right on back. Sape, we love you. Thank you for the Zoom too, because I didn't have the Zoom feature. Now my mind is kind of open to the Zoom ideologies. I wasn't thinking about that before, but see, you be knowing. This is I'm telling you, I'm just keeping it 100. So it's love from Columbus, from Love with Love in Ohio to Carolina. We out, Sape. And that is the interview that we've had with Sapient Soul. We give it up for Sapient Soul yet again, y'all. Man, Luna Beats, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to go on the mic, tell people what's up, man. You know, you got something to say, you know. You know, it's right here, Brett. Like, just get you the 2 right here. You know what I mean? Give me a little mic check, 1 2 1 2. You know what I'm saying? We got the applause going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Something slight. You feel me? What you been listening to? What you been tapped in with?
Recently, I've been listening to the same thing as you. I've been listening to GTA, Claustrophobic.
Ooh, that GTA hard.
And Fried. That's probably my
GTA
favorite
hard.
ones. If you want to check me out, it's Lunar on YouTube, LUNR.
Yep.
And then on TikTok, it's LUNR._.
Yeah, that GTA hard. That GTA hard. I'm giving a little bit of that GTA. You know what I'm saying? We can't do too much because, you know what I mean? Like
Copyright,
you know what I'm saying? But Substack, they don't pull my stuff down. And Apple Podcasts, they don't pull my stuff. And Spotify don't pull my stuff down. So I'm kind of lit.
I got shooters. Turtle shell top, bulletproof.
You got
Whatever I'm with.
Yeah, that GTA hard, man. You know what I'm saying?
the applause in the background.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You already know real player shit. You feel me? Real, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Luna Beats, man. Like, it's my guy, you know what I'm saying? We got this past weekend, man. Speaking of GTA, we had the ONA Iron Fist tournament that happened at
I could log into my BandLab if you want to play something.
Okay, what you got?
You just have to go to BandLab.
Okay, yeah, we had the ONA Iron Fist tournament. Packed house, man. Packed house. We're not gonna give the. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry that we doing a little shuffle in the back here. You know what I mean? It's starting to get a little ratchet. But I'm sorry that the establishments, you know what I mean, thereof, became some haters after it. To be honest with you, now they sent me an email. I'm giving y'all some game right here. This is some real game. Like, shout out to my dog Sape. You feel me, for tapping in with us. You know what I'm saying? It was lit. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, but, yeah, they fired me. You know what I'm saying? They fired me. So, like, this is some GTA shit for real, you know what I'm saying? Like,
My bad.
They said I had lewd comments and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They said I harassed some of the guests that came in. But I think that's kind of cap, honestly. To be honest with you, I think it's cap, Luna. Like, you know what I mean? This is your aunt talking to you. I ain't giving you no fakery-akery, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, they sent me an email. He didn't even call me. He sent me an email. So, like, the guy that we won't give a name to because, like, he hasn't paid for the pub on this particular platform. so he won't be named. You know what I'm saying? But people will know. My people will know that I got fired from that, place after we threw this massive event, and so many people were like tapped in and saying they want to pop out and show support and things like that. It's like it's been lit. You know what I'm saying? The city popped out. You know what I'm saying? The city popped out. Like, people was really tapped in, and we got a lot of love. I'm meeting with some people. Shout out to Joey Morrow. Joe Morrow, I see you, my guy. Thank you for pulling up. Joe Morrow, thank you for pulling up. Jet, appreciate you, my guy. Tech and Vibes, we lit. Like, nothing can stop the movement. You dig? You already know what's going on. What you guys gonna hear now is some Lunar beats. You feel me? We putting on. This is actually like Texas. You feel me? This is like Texas, Michigan, Ohio. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? On some real shit. So y'all tapped in. He got some real heat for you. For real, for real.
The Jersey Club.
I see you, Jersey. What's up? Jersey, make some noise in here. Yeah, we got beats on deck, man. You know what I'm saying? How can they find you if they want to get some of these beats off? Where do they find you if they want to, get these some of these beats?
You can text me on just TikTok. That's the only thing I really use. I just use TikTok for social media. Then on YouTube, you can comment, hit me up on YouTube, and then I can, maybe if you want more private conversations, I'll give you my numbers.
Yeah. Oh, okay. One time for the snare coming in. Yeah. Niggas going back and forth. I ain't going back and forth on not a thing. I'm gonna come, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? I think they wanted something a little bit, you know what I mean? But I'm a little old. I can't be on there rapping all crazy, and I gotta rap, you know what I mean? Old school beats. Boom bap. The boom bap sound. I can't rap on Jersey. They like, look at this old man trying to rap with the young kids. Nah, that's some heat though, you know what I'm saying? That's some heat though, for real. I like that, you know what I'm saying?
Oh man, I wish it was the rain. You gotta reach out to them.
Yeah, Meet the Innovators Radio. We tapped in Lunar Beats, you know what I'm saying?
Hands for the land where they
whole lot of Carolina shit though, you feel me?
To an angelic being and freeing him from this crammed hellish hole. The weather's cold from jealous souls that fan fellas. I dance as well as Chris Breezy when the bullets start straying careless. I won't let them Swiss cheese me. Got plans that I can't fail at. Seen plenty bodies trembling, resembling Cam Reddish, so full of potential, but never given a real chance to develop. My hand envelops the pen. These ain't fan letters I craft. His album dropped, it was trash. I literate like I can't spell it. Is you a demon or is that demeanor for the gram? Tell us, they plead the fifth. I'm seeing hints of a trans fella. In cancel culture's vicinity, he's no killer, trust me. Beneath his chosen identity, there is still a pussy, period. Blood spilling monthly, rather weekly, as a myriad of bodies drop. Where bricks get karate chopped to maximize the dojo. Comprende? I wonder will my friends make it past the pearly gates so we could kick it? But based on what their sins say, probably not. Hit lick after lick like a lollipop. You niggas take a lie detect, the polygraph will probably pop. You know my zone, I live here at the top. Right now I'm home alone, Macaulay caught. I keep the shotty cocked in case somebody plot to rob me of this godly spot. Jermaine monstrous, like that nigga off Jumanji, they know how he rock. All these bodies I done caught, I should probably stop. Nah, fuck that, I willingly venture into a den full of lions on some killer be sent to a funeral home facility to test my ability with this thrilling agenda. But it's hard to meet my match when my raps ain't really that tender. Since birth, the kid knew his worth, never wallowed in sorrow. The game he dispersed in these verses bring a gilly potential, a milli from pencils. Never will my ability cripple. Now please, hold your L like you guarding Philly's young center. Quick to leave a chick curb. It's only one of me, but bet it's like 6 hers. In my mobile device, you feel the motive in these quotables, right? Cole is the nicest, but ain't shit about these vocals. Polite, focus and like bifocals while I'm walking on tight ropes from a height. You folks will only get the scope from a flight. How many verses of the year this year is Cole gonna write?
Yeah, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We're just keeping things all in motion, you know what I'm saying? Off top, you already know what's going on right here. Meet the Innovators Radio, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just happy to be here with y'all. Another episode. We heard some Luna beats, you know what I mean? Heard some Marlanda Sapient Soul. Give it up for Marlanda Sapient Soul, you know what I'm saying? Off top, you know what I'm saying? Off top. Yeah. So we just want to give praise to the community and pay some bills. We want to show love, show thanks to the Ohio Media School for opening up their doors and allowing us to cut up and have a good time right here and provide you guys an opportunity to be entertained and educated. This is your platform to be uplifted and informed of, or you creatives that are looking to take your stuff to the next level, take your art forms to the next level. Also display marketing from the ground up, be seen. We got some merch on the way. Tapped in since when? You dig? Since when? You're gonna figure it out. You're gonna see. So make sure you guys are following at Display Marketing with no vowels, MRKTNG. Also B100. You already know B100, the place to be for independent artists, for those individuals who want to get heard. You know what I mean? Get heard, get seen. Right here at B100. Shout out to Butterwo. Shout out to Waka Flocka Flame. Shout out to Miss Deb. Shout out to Miss Tina. The whole squad out there. Shout out to y'all. We appreciate y'all, and everything you guys do on the daily basis to keep us moving. And also Substack. Shout out to Substack, the platform that hosts Meet the Innovators Radio, the podcast. Let's go. Yeah. And to you, yes, you too for listening, hanging through and through. Man, you've been on this road with me. You know what I'm saying? You heard how it was sounding episode 1. You heard how that was sounding. That wasn't even having guests then. It was a struggle. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? It was a struggle.
The right stuff.
Yeah.
All the right stuff for your.
Yeah, but we were still making it shake. We wasn't allowing anything to the roadblocks. How can I be inspiring creatives when I allow roadblocks to stop me and the things that I'm doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't be that way. You feel what I'm saying? So shout out to y'all for being a part of this journey. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys follow us. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. You heard words from Marlanda Sapient Soul. And you heard what she was talking about. Rewind this episode back when you need to be re-inspired. You know what I mean? And you always know it's a whole lot of top shelf entertainment. You dig? TSE top shelf ENT.com. Yes, the home of Chile, the home of the hardest in the building. My phone is still going up. It's still going up. Marlanda Dekine's calling in again. You know what I'm saying? I want to tell her that we're recording live. You know what I'm saying? But I know she's probably not ready to talk yet. But we're going to get back to it. You feel me? It's just going crazy. So make sure you guys visit the website for all new content and exclusive things. Is more. We got the Bar Talk podcast going crazy down there. Give it up for the Bar Talk podcast. I see what y'all doing out there. Y'all making things shake. Top Shelf Entertainment. Chile, she's on the way, y'all. Chile's on the way. Chile, you heard it here first. I wasn't wrong about J. Cole a few weeks ago when I played the joint. I wasn't wrong. You guys kept trying to push Drake into the battle, trying to get Drake to respond. Drake ain't him. He ain't him.
He a little lover boy.
He over there sending love SMS XXX.
Getting
That's
his
Drake.
Getting his stuff leaked on Twitter.
What? He's shooting at fake skulls instead of hopping in a booth and shooting from the hip. But you know who is? Cold World.
Designers, but they talking persons. I'm talking the best. So which one is you working right now?
Shout out to my boy Doc Deezy last week. You know what I mean? We're gonna bring you back, my boy. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna bring you back. We're gonna bring you back. Make sure you guys are streaming that the 7th day.
Can't say Carolina without giving mention. I'm pulling up right now with.
You know what I'm saying? Carolina shit, man. Carolina shit. You already know, you know what I'm saying, off top. You know what I'm saying? You already
Constant facade, I pray for peace, but if a nigga sees these positive vibes, a Falcon 9 inside my pocket, this rocket gon' fly. Now it's popping outside, like the top of July. My text flooded with the hunger for a toxic reply. I'm hesitant, I love my brother, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm powered up for real, that shit would feel like swatting a fly. 4 albums in 12 years, nigga, I can divide. Shit, if this is what you want, I'm indulging in violence. Put pictures in my home, aim the chrome at your eyelids. Fly pebbles at your dome. We the Stone Temple pilots. This is merely a warning shot to back niggas down. Back in the town where they whipping, working, traffic in pounds. My jack jumping bout a rapper making blasphemous sounds. Switching sides like the tassel on the cap and the gown. I'm fully loaded, nigga. I can drop 2 classics right now. Let me chill out, man.
Conductor.
Tell him to chill out, Cole. God. He said 4 albums and we said 4 albums in 10 years. I can divide. Oh shit. Cole, hey, listen, Kendrick, you asked for it. You know what I'm saying? You asked for it. Give it up for Cole. You know what I'm saying? This has been a beautiful episode of Meet the Innovators Radio. Yet again, episode 12. We is out, and we're going to leave you guys with the Meet the Innovators Radio playlist. You already know what's going on. Yes, sir.
You know what, I don't care whoever tell it. You know what, I don't care whoever tell it. Don't none of these niggas be speaking for me. I keep a Glock on my hip like a telly in case one of these niggas be checking for me. I'm fighting demons, they constantly battling, clouding my vision and taking my sleep. Seem like the person I really can count on right here in the mirror is really just me. You know what, I don't care whoever tell it. Don't none of these niggas be speaking for me. I keep a Glock on my hip like a telly in case one of these niggas be checking for me. I'm fighting demons, they constantly battling, clouding my vision and taking my sleep. Seem like the person I really can count on right here in the mirror is really just me. Just hold me, they give me my flowers while I'm living. Same niggas I call family, now we done burnt them bridges. I'm really just a flower blooming in the trenches. It's just a shame they try to treat me different. And I just wanted you to listen. You know I'm never missing. Now I got your attention. But I ain't tripping, just mind my business. Won't catch me slipping, it's no love lost. Still running these digits, ain't ducking these bitches. I never lost faith, just stay the cool. Well, I don't care whoever tell it. Don't none of these niggas be speaking for me. I keep a Glock on my hip like a telly in case one of these niggas be checking for me. I'm fighting demons, they constantly battling, clouding my vision and taking my sleep. Seem like the person I really can count on right here in the mirror is really just me. You know well, I don't care whoever tell it. Don't none of these niggas be speaking for me. I keep a Glock on my hip like a telly in case one of these niggas be checking for me. I'm fighting demons, they constantly battling, clouding my vision and taking my sleep. Seem like the person I really can count on right here in the mirror is really just me. I guess I'm who I dreamed of. I swear that I can taste it. You can ask my mom, she'll tell you I just knew I would be famous. Always saw my name and likes my pictures on the magazine. Before I really knew the meaning, I was manifesting dreams. Sometimes a nigga do right, sometimes a nigga do wrong. Real nigga gon' stand on business, real nigga gon' stand alone. I know I'm blessed and favored, gotta shout out my creator. They might have some questions, now I have the answers for you later. I hope that we go the distance, got secrets I never told. Young nigga know when to hold 'em, young nigga know when to fold. If the odds ain't in your favor, you really can't catch your breath. Kick back and just count your blessings, trust gotta just handle the rest. I'm really goddamn, just really spitting on the track, just really venting like, y'all know how this shit go. Sometimes you gotta sit back and just count your blessings and trust God to handle the rest. You know well, I don't care whoever tell it. Don't none of these niggas be speaking for me. I keep a Glock on my hip like a telly in case one of these niggas be checking for me. I'm fighting demons, they constantly battling, clouding my vision and taking my sleep. Seem like the person I really can count on right here in the mirror is really just me.
Can't say Carolina without giving mention. I'm pulling up right now with passenger princess. I pass her the gas and she asks out the window. I really ain't tripping, don't find it offensive. I'm chasing the bag when I find it, I'm dipping. I'm bridging the gap with the liners in industry. SC specifically, I'm about to do this shit differently. My niggas killing shit lyrically. My city killing shit literally. Babies keep crying, mamas keep crying cause the babies keep dying. Bow here for a moment of silence. Everywhere you go is violence. You can go anywhere if you silent. I went out to the west and survived it. I got love for the west like Miss Donda. I'm on a mission ahead of the karma. Ran it or lost it all out of me karma. Had to look in the mirror to shape up. Learn how to sweat the small shit like an acre. Yeah, my look good with no makeup. Finish grind, they can't wait to go lay up. Finger roll out finesse with the jelly. My little chocolate Keisha for belly. Niggas keep playing with the bag, keep playing with the bag. I'ma show you how to do it. This shit a project, okay, yeah, my project. But really it's about how to package a product and bring the awareness to all. We got power and power around us like Monet Tejada. Start linking up, that's the coach of the dollars. Let go of the egos and get in the Prada, the Louis, the Gucci, the Fendi, the Birkin. I'm listing designers, but ain't talking purses. I'm talking the bag, so which one is you working? Right now we in bad, but the timing is perfect. Hey, I'm sick with the verses, no longer naive. The title I'm taking, I'm here to retrieve. The value at hoe has no value to me. I'm closing the curtain, this my end of scene. Can't say Carolina without giving mention. I'm pulling up right now with passenger princess. I pass her the gas and she asks out the window. I really ain't tripping, don't find it offensive. I'm chasing the bag when I find it, I'm dipping. I'm bridging the gap with the liners in industry. SC specifically, I'm about to do this shit differently.
I was raised by the cash rules, hold my family jewels. These ain't cash shoes, I'm a bad dude, but I'm mad cool. I've been rapping like the rent is past due. How I passed you, cause I had to. And my flow dope like a glass tube. Tryna drive around like it's fast food. I got two sides on my half moon. Thank God, I did plenty sinning on the road to winning. Checking for the commas, tryna dodge a sentence. I need peace and power, praying for repentance. I can't take it easy, I'ma kill you niggas. I can't feel you niggas, need a hand warmer, guess I'm too cold. When you sing about me or the blue notes, it's my last groove, call me Cusco. I'ma get it wet, this ain't fool's gold. I got one wrist, but it's too tall. This is straight business with a U on. Keep the heat on like it's Tucson or Dwayne Wade or LeBron James in his prime days. If I pro the safe, it's cause crime pays. I'ma be my boy the way I ate.
Can't say Carolina without giving mention. I'm pulling up right now with passenger princess. I pass her the gas and she asks out the window. I really ain't tripping, don't find it offensive. I'm chasing the bag when I find it, I'm dipping. I'm bridging the gap with the liners in industry. SC specifically, I'm about to do this shit differently.
Checking for the coma.
Way over here. Shit is like going crazy for you, you know what I'm saying? How did you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, because the only thing I knew from you that you might was play Legos. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Like, so, you know, I'm about to take my nephew to the key. This is this complex type thing that has, I guess, like just different things. And, shit, this is different. By the time you get there, they'll be, you know, what you sorry for? You good? And I'm just talking about.
Get to me through my closest partner. Your brain must be as fried as a ganja. Keep the friends close and the enemies closer. Baby, you the op and this right here is shotters. All imposters. These bitches is actors, give them Oscars. These niggas too same, make up twin daughters. I love the high road and I choose peace, but thoughts of vengeance, they hold me like a stalker. What a hard rock.
I just wanna let out all my feels. Take a day out working on my healing. I just wanna let out all my feels. Take a day out working on my heart. I just wanna let out all my feels. Take a day out working on my healing. I just wanna let out all my feels. Take a day out working on my heart.
I moved on the night you said it's over. Lucky me, I wasn't sober. I wrote your name on the paper and I burned it. Lighting all these fires, but I'm steady getting colder. Gym money, sleep again. Don't even wanna try to make my face beat again. Don't wanna say that I'm a savage, pull myself up for no bad bitch activities. I just want some breakfast and some jewelry from Tiffany's. Give me some distractions from my loving habits. Just might be a hostess, y'all don't want me acting right. Luckily that shit don't bring me satisfaction. But I know they don't ever deal with being cold at night. Love gets so try, it's insanity inherited. Cupid slipping on the love, I tell him spare me then. This shit all kept just hit me when you make it fair again.
I just wanna let her on my feels. Take a day off working on my healing. I just wanna let her on my feels. Take a day off working on my. I just wanna let her on my feels. Take a day off working on my healing. I just wanna let her on my feels. Take a day off working on my.
They gon' abandon you and ask you that you hold up your loyalty, then spoil me. I ain't Nikki and you damn sure ain't named Mr. Ogilvy. They kick it with my friends to stay up under me, but if you ask them bitches, they been over me, feeling openly. This the moment where you know that I peep it. They sleep, but I'm on watch. Thought that we was straight, it's a twist up in the plot. No more good guy. I'm up here telling my humility it should die. Fuck a good vibe.
I just wanna let her on my feels. Take a day off working on my healing. I just wanna let her on my feels. Take a day off working on my. I just wanna let her on my feels. Take a day off working on my healing. I just wanna let her on my feels. Take a day off working on my. Let her on my feels. Take a day off working on my healing. Let her on my feels.
Crazy, man. That's crazy.
Working on my healing.
Why you looking at the one color like you gotta goddamn have this in the Smithsonian somewhere? Nigga, just put this shit out. Stop overthinking it. Yeah, I got Paris doing that
If I told you of every feeling purged and parked in Paris, or each one I left in South Cat, no one would believe me. Looking back for the slack in my truth, no regrets and no lies, no more time to waste, concealing girl made to hide in her youth. We here now, we here now. I smile for the way I done seen things manifest. I smile for the way I done seen things manifest. We here now. We here now. Sapien likes to laugh, Sapien loves love, Sapien likes to sing, Sapien gives a fuck, Sapien likes mountains, Sapien went underwater, no lessons came up with blessings. Grew up with mama's hugs, won't say they were too much, just we should hold ourselves more. It's gorgeous, flawless, epic, and it's in all of us. Beauty has no model, beauty has no rose. She does things different, she loves her soul. Family and friends over tartiflette, bold cigarettes, Procmasaurus dope poetry course, kitchen table stories. All the windows reflecting my glory. All the windows reflecting my glory. I bet you like to laugh. I bet you love love. I bet you love to sing. I bet you give a fuck. I bet you like mountains. If you swim underwater, make sure you get your lessons. Make sure you get your lessons.
But I know that being a listener, you know what I'm saying? Like I can tell when
where artists have walked, where their black and white photos are holograms surrounding you in every window pane. Wherever you look, you are enveloped in beautiful chaos, where the soul sits waiting for stirring command. The next step, I walked the streets of Paris.
Then we're gonna be good to go. I'm gonna export, then we're gonna be out.